All right,
We're back.
we're back. Welcome, journal page
Page number 12.
12.
It's
Up
a
to
great
12
day.
now.
It's a great day
It's a beautiful day.
to be a great day.
It's a great day to have a great day.
Shout out Cody Adams. Do you know who that is?
I don't even know who that is.
He's the one that.
Shout out to him.
Anyways, it's good to be back.
It's great to be back, especially on a day like this.
I'm getting tanned. I get to talk to you.
It's lovely.
I get to enjoy the atmosphere.
Yeah, bit of the environment.
Yeah. How was your week this week?
Look at this. It was a week.
It was a week.
It was a week. Training was good. Eating was good. Like sleep, diet, training.
Yeah, love it.
Dialed.
Yeah,
Looking like a lean machine right now.
love it.
Got to start getting back on the runs though. Not that I actually want to.
The runs, which type?
Yeah, the
the
ones
toilet
the
runs.
ones with the legs. Yeah.
Okay.
Not something I'm really keen for, but I did say I wanted to be more and more functionally fit this year. So
Yeah.
got to just get back on it.
You got to prepare for high rocks anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We got a High Rocks happening this year, so
Yeah.
we got to start making moves for that. But work was work. Can't complain. Blessed.
So
Earning money. Get to talk and help people every day. Cannot complain about that.
Well, I was. and I
How was your
definitely-
week?
Yeah, definitely could have been better.
Could be better. You had a little
I
bit of a
did-
scare on Monday, didn't you?
Well, I did the Open on Monday,
Yeah.
crushed it.
Mhm.
Personally, I felt really good doing it. But, I had a bit of a scare, went to the doctor, got some blood tests done, and just a bit elevated on the creatine kinase levels. When I got them retested.
Which what does that mean?
I'm just having so much creatine that my body's just... It means when your muscles break down and go into your bloodstream?
Yeah, it's basically your muscles aren't repairing properly, and it's like it's catabolic. It's catabolic.
Yeah,
I'll just sum it up by saying it's catabolic.
I
You don't
feel
need to know the
catabolic.
science.
I do feel catabolic.
It's
though.
catabolic. But people that train really hard
Get that
naturally
anyway,
have high CK levels
But
anyway.
mine wasn't even that high. It was not even that high. It was just above the range.
Mm.
The doctor's like, Matt, you can't train for 2 weeks. And I was like, I've got the Open. Like, I need to train.
That's like telling me not to sleep for 2 weeks.
Like, I have to do it.
Do you expect me to live, Doc?
But I did take the week off and then got tested again yesterday. So hopefully the results I'm getting tomorrow. So hopefully it's all sweet. But I'll do the Open tomorrow anyway, regardless.
Good lad.
But if they're fucked,
Keep it
I'm
going.
taking 2 weeks off.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the Open, what's the Open workout look like?
Tomorrow, so it's 21 pull-ups. 21 pull-ups, 42 double unders, 21 thrusters at 40
What kind of
kilos.
thrusters? Like
Like-
hip thrusters?
Like you get like barbell thrusters.
Barbell, like on the bench?
like
No.
thrusters.
Oh, yeah,
Like squat
thrust.
thrusters.
One of those CrossFit moves.
And then it's 18 chest to bar pull-ups, 38.
Is that swingers? Can you
36.
swing on those?
Yeah, you can swing.
Yeah.
Butterflies.
The butterflies?
36 double unders.
Mm-hmm.
18 thrusters at 50 kilos. And then finally it's 15 bar muscle ups,
Yep.
32 double unders,
Mm-hmm.
and 15 thrusters.
There you go. You feeling,
At 60 kilos.
you feeling confident for that one?
Yeah, the chest to bars I'm a bit iffy, just because they're a bit harder to do than just like normal
Mm-hmm.
butterfly ones. But I've got a good game plan for it, so it should be good.
Oh, you'll be right.
Should be good.
That's. I'm going to do breath work later today.
Nice.
Again, 3rd week in a row.
Do you pay for it
It's
every
good.
week?
Mate, there's all these offers, $49, like 2 weeks unlimited sessions.
It's pretty good.
So I went last week, gonna go again this week. It's gonna be bliss. A day like today,
yeah.
go out to Brunswick, maybe get a little ice cream. Who knows? Who knows? Just obviously, you have the Open, the box, the box, the CrossFit gym.
The gym.
For the people that don't know, it's very motivational environment, isn't it?
It is.
It's cult like, but it's a very Everyone gets around each other, don't they?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to use that to transition into, is the gym a toxic environment? Because I feel like
Depends which gym.
it's maybe growing to be more toxic these days. And I agree with you, depends which gym.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that?
I think depends which gym and what style of training.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have a CrossFit gym that can be... But to be fair, some CrossFit gyms are toxic. Like, you'd have guys that are just shitty to you
Oh,
or
I'm sure there'd be somewhere they're like,
just want to beat ya.
if you're not better than them, you're worth nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like if you're doing a lot of gyms like don't correct form, I think that's a bit toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, like CrossFit gym, if you're doing no reps and they're not correcting your form, like that's toxic. You're never gonna learn.
No reps are no good.
You're never gonna learn how to actually do the movement.
Mm.
So there's
There are toxic gyms, is
There
what
are
you're
toxic
saying, though.
gyms,
I
yeah.
agree. Well, I was telling you before. There's this gym around us. Lovely gym.
What's his name?
Small gym.
Jim.
He's one of Jim. He's one of the gym's mowings, but his
Ah.
gym's electrical. But no, there's a gym around us. But we
Toxic gym culture. This one
we signed up a couple of years ago,
was great.
and it was great. Super close to the house, walking distance. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna walk to the gym pre-workout, but walking distance. I'm there. This isn't my first gym membership. This also isn't my first day in the gym. I'd had a membership for maybe 2 years
I think this
prior.
was your first day
Apparently.
in the gym.
Well,
yeah.
according to the example I'm about to talk about,
You look like you never trained a day in your life.
there was a guy there. Look, he was in good shape. Probably
Steroids.
on the Sazul there though. Probably on that secret soy sauce. No issues with that. My issue was I'm training. I'm doing what I like to do and what I believe that I know that I'm doing. And I think there's a difference between helpful advice and sort of
Putting someone
judgy
down.
comments. Yeah. So I'm moving one of these benches.
Do you think you took this personally or like?
I took this very personally.
Yeah.
But I'm moving one of the benches. I'm not actually moving it. I'm adjusting the height of the seat. And this big roided up dude, he walks up to me, he goes, "Oi mate, the handle's underneath, yeah?" And I just went,
Were you trying to use the handle?
okay. No, I was adjusting the height of the bench. But new gym, different brand of bench, so I didn't know where the pin was to maybe, adjust it.
Yeah.
And he just tells me, "Oh, the handle's underneath." And I thought, interesting. Anyway, I went, "Yeah, thanks, man. It's all good." Rest of the session that I was there, he's just staring at me. Think he's trying to mog me. He was there with his girl.
He was though. To be fair.
He's in the mirror. He's just giving a hard flex right next to me. Look, I wasn't trying to act like I was bigger than this guy. He was a big dog, but you can be a big dog and you can still be polite. Even if you just said, "Oh, hey mate, are you trying to move that bench? Because
I
the handle's
honestly
a bit
think
tricky."
the-
I'd go, "No worries."
The bigger you are, the more nicer you are.
Well, I think that's how it should be.
No, I'm saying like he wasn't that big enough to where he's like really nice. You got people like,
But I'm really nice and I'm not that big.
no, there's a spectrum though.
There's a spectrum.
It's like really nice, your size, his size, not so nice.
Not so nice.
And there's,
Really
like-
big.
it's like
really
Sean-
nice
Sean's
again.
size. It's
Yep,
like-
yep. Shout
like
out Primabolics.
It's like that's so nice. They're so nice at that size.
I
You know
see
what
that.
mean?
I see that.
But if you're that middle size, it's all like the aesthetics guys. They're a bit.
I reckon it's because they still don't actually have any confidence.
Yeah.
They've
it's fake
started
confidence.
the soy sauce thinking that it's going to solve all of their life problems. They've still got crippling body dysmorphia and they still just want to take it out on people that are honestly, like, you're picking on people that, like, probably in his mind are below you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, pick on someone your own size, right? It's that whole thing.
Nah, he was good. He was good quality.
No, he was not.
Nah, he was horrible.
He was not. But I've also worked in gyms, obviously, and I've just seen some terrible, like, there's all these just meatheads, and a lot of these meatheads, they're not even the meatheads that are, like, sauced up to the gills. They're just, they got the power, they got the heavyweight powerlifted build. They're very circular.
They look natty.
Very circular, very natural, and they just think, yeah, but, I throw around the most weight in the gym.
Yeah.
You look and you go, yeah, mate, you also weigh the most in the gym, so you'd sort of
Don't
be
mind that though. Don't mind
you'd
that.
sort of be hoping so. I don't know. I think just like there's a spectrum with being big and nice, there's a spectrum of being
Big and fat.
circular and just unhealthy. So yeah, but I reckon I can understand why there are a lot of people that are scared to start in the gym, because I think some of these gyms can be quite intimidating. But the thing is, if you are scared, grab a pair of headphones, wear something you feel comfortable in, even just to be out in public. Go there, smash out a workout. If you want to interact with other people, do it. Otherwise, keep to yourself don't worry about what other people are thinking. Because I'm telling you right now, just like this guy that was telling me about the bench thing, he really only cared about himself. So
Oh, I think he was trying to help.
he was not trying to help.
He did help you. He
You
gave you a
you
hand.
know he was not trying. You didn't like him either.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
here, and
You didn't like him though.
I'm just trying to look back on the time. Maybe he thought you were a noob.
Nah.
No,
He knew what he was doing. He knew, hey, I'm with my misso. I'm gonna make this little dweeb look like shit so that she thinks more
I
of
actually
me.
don't know if he was like that. Though.
Yeah,
Thinking
yeah,
back
nah,
on it now.
he was. You didn't like him. You were not. You were almost more happy with him than I was. You're like, what's this going about? You're
Yeah,
like,
I remember.
You were like, he's on gears, a skinhead. Like, just fuck off.
Oh, skinhead.
Yeah, he was. He just had the chrome dome,
Yeah.
and he was probably same age as me as well.
You
I was
reckon?
like, look, man, I'm sorry, I don't do gear. Yeah. Anyway, that's my opinion on the
Not
gym.
everyone that does gear is like that though.
No. That's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there are people like that make the gym environment a bit toxic. But if you're scared of those people, just go. First of all, don't be afraid.
Leave the ego at the door.
Don't be afraid.
Toxic gym culture is when I wore sunglasses to the gym and got told off,
Yeah. That was valid.
and thought I was gonna get my membership cancelled.
Yeah. That was an overreaction from you, but I reckon the sunglasses in the gym it was questionable.
I was trying to be like Sush.
Yeah, that was the
was
era.
like 2022
That was the era
Sush
of
era.
peak sush, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you remember Germ?
I do. He's gone. He's
What
like
about
all,
Weston, bro?
He's all over the place. Well, yeah. I don't know if you guys were in the TikTok, like, basically it was the We Go Gym era,
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
it?
The Ziz,
The Lex Little,
Ziz, Sush, bruh.
yeah, the Sush. You had your Lex Little was popping off, and then there was all these young LA guys. So
It's
James,
like before. This is before Trend Twins.
yeah.
And Sam Sulek.
So it was really like, in my opinion, the three big young LA guys, at least that I saw on the feed a lot. It was James English, Sush, and Weston because they all lived together, right? Or like they filmed
Yeah.
together a lot.
They did live together, them three.
Yeah, and Weston, I don't know, he had a kid and then went back to law school.
Bro had a kid.
Yeah, and now he's living like normal life.
He's like a normal. He could have been like a popping. He was.
He had a good physique. You loved his physique.
I loved his physique. I also loved him. He was so just like cute.
He was a very calm, cute guy.
Every time he'd have a
definitely.
live, I would
Not cute like good looking, like cute like how a
a
baby's
little
cute.
cutie.
Yeah, like a little cutie pie.
He had a live, and I always commented like, "Oh, your eyebrows look so good." He's like, "Thanks, bro. I thread them actually."
Yeah.
I was like,
You would make all these satire. Oh, they
Yeah.
weren't even
I
satire.
was
They
like,
probably
your,
looked
your
good.
ears look so
You're
cute.
being like a little bit fruity.
Yeah. And he
He-
loved it. He
he
loved it.
loved
He's
it.
like, "Oh, thanks. I got him done. You know, like
He loved it.
threaded and whatnot."
But no, 100%. That's what's happened to Weston. But yeah, you were trying to be like Sush in the gym.
Yeah.
Which no, it just wasn't the environment for it. Yeah, I reckon there's gyms you could have gotten away with that. But
Well, I actually don't respect that though, because now they've got
they've got groups of 8 like school kids just
School
hanging around
kids,
there.
yeah.
They're ripping their vapes right outside the door.
And then they
come in and then sitting on the chest fly for 45
Like, I
minutes
swear,
between
one of
the
them
8
like
of them.
wore like a bum bag while he was training.
Yeah, they've got rat tails
Yeah,
down
rat
to the
tails,
down to the
TNs.
bums.
Full like Nike Tech Fleece
Yeah,
outfits. Group of 8 of them, and I'm just like, I never want to train here again.
yeah. Which nothing against that sort of attire, but it's the principle of how you're gonna act in the gym, right?
Yeah.
I mean that also that's toxic, not in the way that it makes you feel bad, but it's like, don't do that to the gym. And that actually perfectly you've just perfectly palmed it off for the next topic I wanted
have I
to
given
talk
you
about.
a handball?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've taken that in, and I'm going to move on to seamlessly transition onto wasting time in the gym. Number one, yeah, if you go to
Using your
Jeremy,
phone.
yeah, using your phone, that's wasting actual physical time in the gym. But when you're thinking about like wasting time being at the gym, number one, if you go to like a Derrimut, I know Derrimut have some cool like facilities and everything, but it's like I literally have people say to me, Derrimut's like a zoo.
What do you prefer better, Doherty's or Derrimut?
Definitely Doherty's.
Have you been to the one in the city?
That's the one with the like dome cave little
Yeah.
area. I've seen Kelv go there a few times.
I've been there.
Yeah.
with Kelv, yeah.
How is it there?
It's pretty cool. Like, I definitely not a place I'd train like regularly,
Is it old school bodybuilder vibes?
but it's old school bodybuilder vibes, and it's like domed. Like it's so weird. Like it'd be cool if it was like an art place, you know, like they have art there, but like it's cool because it is also.
I think that gives it a lot of character.
Yeah, it is cool. But I've heard Durham, it's fucked. Like there's so many members, it's so cheap.
Well, I don't know if you remember when, like, I think it was the Oakley one, had the roof collapse in from all the rain.
Yeah,
Do you
I saw
remember that?
Yeah.
People are standing at the door. First of all, when you have to line up to get into the gym,
It's not a nightclub.
something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. You know, we're not talking about Iron Forge Fitness here.
I love
Now, that's
Iron
a
Forge.
nightclub.
That's sort of. A girl came in and she's like, "Oh, I train at Iron Forge."
Yeah.
And I signed her. Like I used her that account. And I was like, "Yeah, you look like such the type to train at Iron Forge."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was like.
They have a DJ every Friday at Iron Forge. They do. I've actually seen there's like events where they're walking around like handing out finger food, like
Party pies.
while the gym's happening. Nah, like little sandwiches and like
Really?
yeah. Crazy.
That's a pretty cool gym.
I've
You know,
seen
it's right
them-
near the.
I've
box?
been there.
Yeah.
We've been there. We've
right
both
next to
been
the
there.
box.
Yeah. And they have a money gun that they shoot out on Fridays.
What's in
when
it?
the DJ's there, probably play money. But yeah, now Iron Forge, look, they could get away with maybe having a line because it sort of gives that vibe.
What type of line?
It's always kind of empty. Line of people.
Yeah.
But Derrimut, everyone that I know, they say, you know, the equipment's pretty good, they got nice facilities. But, one, I've heard people say they have to park a 10-minute walk away because the car park's just that full.
Oh yeah.
And two, it's like a zoo. It's like a zoo.
They do have something cool. Like they've got like the recovery section's pretty cool.
Yeah, you guys yawning.
Yeah.
Guys yawning.
Been out here for like an hour and a half in the sun.
They do. They have. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. They have very cool facilities. Ice plunge, sauna,
Red light therapy.
red light. I think they even have like infrared and steam room.
Massage.
And then they've got
massages.
massage. They've got like basketball courts in
They
there.
got like Asahi. Like,
yeah.
food prep.
They've got like they literally have Derrimut cafes. But the issue is, if you go in there and you got to spend 2 hours to get a 45-minute an hour session in, that's wasting your time.
What are you doing?
So number one, is your gym causing you to waste time? And if he is, tell him, Jim, you got to give me a bit of
Jim, give me
space. Yeah,
time.
you got to give me a bit of space. Number two, doing too many sets on one exercise.
Who's the guy? Mike Mensa.
Mike Mensa, what does he say?
Two sets.
2 reps.
2 reps.
Go in the gym,
Bang.
2 reps, done. You're done for the week.
Till failure.
Yeah,
2
exactly.
reps.
Saw a guy again at the gym near us. There's this guy. He's on the lat pull down machine. 10 working sets. 10 working sets.
Is this who I think it is?
Who? Nah. But it could be that guy. It could be that guy.
Did
He's done that before, definitely. Definitely has. But 10 working sets of lat pull downs.
the chest press up to the bike, down to the chest
exceptional.
press. With the
See, he doesn't apply to this. He wastes
Wait,
no time.
he's like in and out.
Yeah. He's there for ages, but he doesn't waste a single second in the gym.
He's working the whole time.
But
he's there.
if you're doing 10 sets of lat pull down, let me ask you something, Ben. How are the first 9 sets if you can do a 10th set? How are the first 2 sets if you can do a 10th set?
Probably pretty good.
No, you're probably not working at all, are you?
If you could do 10 cents. If you could do 10 sets, I'd probably drop it down to 3.
Yeah. So you're saying it's probably not good.
No. But if that's what you wanted to do, then by
Yeah.
all means.
Then feel free to waste your time. But
Yeah,
to-
if you're in the gym for like longer than an hour and a half, like
yeah, an hour and a
oh,
half.
even an hour, bro.
I'd say an hour to an hour and 15, including maybe a little warm up and cool down,
and
maybe
a
a little walk.
chat to someone, you know. Like,
Otherwise, you're doing too much and you're getting nothing out of it.
sometimes the gym could also be a social place where you like to be a social butterfly,
Yeah.
like Ari.
Yes. A dear man that we went to school with. We won't dox him anymore. We've said his name once, but that man, he at one point I thought he was an employee because no matter what,
Do you work here?
no matter what, he was there. Sometimes,
always there.
Sometimes I'd get there different times every day. It's like one of those things, you know, NPCs at the gym.
Yeah.
How are they? No matter what time you go, it's the same people.
I
are
once
there.
did a double day. He was there both times.
Yeah.
I don't even think he left.
No, he didn't. He didn't leave. He sleeps in the little
You take-
upstairs area, you know.
You what's the word? Trains jaw more than anything.
Yeah. He's fluent in Japanese.
Japanese.
But honestly, I would see him sometimes go up, wipe a machine down, change the bins, and I'm like, "Oh, you're working here now, bro?" He's like,
Nah,
"Oh,
just-
nah.
just help me out,
I'm just
help me out."
you know, I'm helping the guys out."
fucking,
And I'm like,
fucking love
bro,
Ari.
like respect that, but
Love
like,
him,
what
love
are you
him.
doing? You basically live here.
Love him.
But yeah, don't do 10 sets like of one thing. If you can do 10 sets, you're not training hard enough for that particular movement. The other thing is, stop wasting time being at the gym for more than an hour and a half.
What if you're having a chat?
If you're training jaw, that's fine. If it's socially, great. But if you're doing
Yeah, go 2 times though. Go once to train, go once to socialize.
go for a cardio thing that's maybe 20, 30 minutes of cardio, and then actually just walk around and talk to people.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
get your steps in with all the.
Yeah.
Ari definitely gets his
Oh,
steps
I
in.
get him in.
He gets his steps in. But also, just reduce your overall workout time. It's just not worth it. Like, more and more research is even showing.
The actual more you grow, how you grow is actually outside of the gym.
Yeah, it's the recovery and your diet.
Yeah.
So, work really hard when you're in the gym, but do 45 minutes to an hour and a half, and then recover. If you're there every day for 2 hours, I'm going to tell you, you're probably not making the progress you want to be making.
Nah.
But I reckon, what are your thoughts on wasting time in the gym? You mentioned phone. Phone's a great one.
Phone, in terms of, like, pick a playlist, don't touch your phone, alright?
Yeah.
But if you're there in between sets, scrolling TikTok, like, I'm guilty of this. Everyone, you don't want to really be at the gym, you're scrolling TikTok, you do your sets, you're sort of going through it, but get a good playlist, chuck it on, don't touch your phone. Maybe you can touch it, like, once to just
Change the song.
change a song.
Check the time.
Or check the time, like, oh, I've been here only for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'll allow setting a timer for rest in between sets.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a reason to
okay.
touch your phone.
But aeroplane mode, whatnot.
Don't even have to go that extreme, but just
But
get
it'll change your
distracted by it.
sessions so much more, and then you'll be more intense in your sessions. You'll get it done quicker, and you'll be out of there in no
You'll
time.
also probably be more present there.
I don't
right?
actually like the gym.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't like being there for long periods of time. I like to go in and do the work that needs to be done and leave.
Yeah. You like the results of it, but you don't
Yeah.
like being in there for long periods of time.
It's the bright lights.
And you don't really need to be. But also, don't you think like even people are probably going on their phone, scrolling, because they are just trying to make the time pass while they're in there, distract them from themselves that they're in there and they got to work hard. You'd probably get in and out quicker if you weren't doing that.
This is true.
The funniest thing is, I reckon there's people watching TikToks, David Goggins motivation, in between their sets for 10 minutes.
Guilty.
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
When I did my 100k a day thing,
Yeah.
it was literally I was on the
That's
bike.
different. You couldn't speed up 100Ks.
No, but I was literally like watching one TikTok over and
Yeah.
over again for like an hour.
Yeah.
Be like Goggins, like,
No, but there's people that'll be like, they'll be watching the Goggins motivational TikToks and be like, get your ass up and like, get to it. And then they're just going to keep scrolling and it's like, you've just watched like the motivation you think you need. And you're sitting there doing nothing.
have you seen those ones? It's like, oh, let me get a scroll.
Yeah, or give me a scroll. Give me a scroll.
Oh, can I hit that?
Can I hit that?
Yeah.
Can I get a
Scroll.
scroll? But yeah, any other time wasting things you reckon, or is phone the main one for you?
Warming up too long.
Yeah, that's great.
Like it's good to warm up, but if
Yeah.
you're spending 15, 20 minutes warming up, like, fuck off, you know.
Here's the other thing. I'll give 5,
Like,
10
if you're
minutes. Yeah.
injured,
Oh, take the warm up that you need.
Yeah.
But if you're just a guy or a girl, go in there. Also, tip for warming up. I think you'll probably agree with me on this one. Do what you're about to start doing just lighter.
yeah.
Because you doing some of these ones,
That's my least favorite
yeah,
thing
or
ever.
some of these ones,
Wait, let me just one sec.
yeah. Especially
One
when they're
sec.
with the dumbbells.
Oh.
Hey man, you're fighting gravity there. You're not actually warming up your rotator
literally
cuffs
just-
with the dumbbells.
It's
You're
like
just
more of a bicep because you're holding
It's
it
more
there.
of a bicep and a side delt workout. You know what it's not? It's not good for the rotator cuffs because you need the gravity to be pulling you that way. So go a cable or a resistance band. But when you're doing those for 15 minutes and doing these ones and going back and forth, it's like, great. But keep it short, keep it brief, get into the movement, do a warm-up set. That's going to be so much more beneficial than going on and having a full warm-up routine.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. Also, when I see people statically stretching, hey,
Hey guy,
you
don't
think
do
you're
that.
preventing injury? You're
gonna
gonna
cause it.
get injured.
Yeah, I recommend just doing the movements at a lighter weight.
Yeah.
And like you can do some like do that. Just do
Yeah.
like 10 reps. That's it.
But yeah, a minute.
Couple pull-ups as well.
Yeah.
You know, couple push-ups.
Yeah.
Couple bodyweight stuff.
Get some blood flow
Yeah.
going as well. That's honestly more important. And then get into the movement. You doing all these dumbbell side, I don't know,
And then-
rotator cuff and
But if you are injured,
Mm.
take as
Oh,
much time.
do the
as you
essential warm-ups.
need. But if you're in full health, don't waste time. I thought it's like a procrastination.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
It's big time procrastination.
so my topic that I've written, how you should life max. So what do I mean by life maxing?
What do you mean by life maxing?
So it's how you should how you should have fun and make life like a game.
Yes.
Gamify life,
Yep.
where you max out certain areas of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can't max out certain areas all at once.
Mm.
But, you choose which ones you want to max out here and there. If I want to max out my testosterone, I'm doing those things. I'm sprinting every week. I'm doing heavy squats. I'm sunning my balls. I'm having herbal supplements that increase testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
But in that time,
And I think more importantly, eating
eating,
to promote testosterone.
high cholesterol foods as well, because we all know that's how testosterone.
But good
is-
cholesterol.
That's how testosterone's made. Well, I mean, test maxing is just the way to go about life.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you don't have to give up anything, because you should also be working hard if you're doing that, because competition is also
Yeah.
increasing testosterone. So you don't have to forfeit
Oh,
like.
okay, I got another one. If
Yeah.
you are, but you might not be shred maxing,
But
because if you're shred maxing, you're giving up a bit of that test.
of course, but you could be in shape maxing though.
You could just be silly goose maxing.
Yeah, but that's silly goose maxing is not test maxing.
I love silly goose maxing. That's how I want to live my life.
Well, I thought you wanted to test max.
It works hand in hand.
Well, but like a silly goose is gonna like gamble and drink.
No,
and,
no,
like,
no, no, no. Silly goose isn't about that.
What's silly goose
It's like
maxing?
being sarcastic, having a good time with your mates. It's not about It's not degen maxing.
Okay, yeah.
Silly goose maxing is just like being la di da, having
Silly
fun.
goose maxing. But with silly goose though, that's like again, that's not going to take away other areas of your life if you're trying to silly goose max.
Yeah, people might take you a bit unserious though.
Yeah, you might lose a little bit of respect.
Nah, you never lose respect with silly goose maxing.
Oh, if people don't take you seriously, then they don't really respect
I think
you.
I've lost respect.
But people question you sometimes. Even mum and dad are like, is he being serious? Is he not?
That's what I love about it.
And so they don't actually know if they should take your word for it.
Keeping people on their toes maxing.
Yeah, that's sort of just silly goose maxing as
Yeah,
well.
it
It's
is.
the same thing.
I'm going to go learn how to make wine
Oh yeah, where?
up in Glen Maggie Wine for 5 days.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's life maxing.
Mm,
That's adventure maxing.
mm.
That's acquiring new skill maxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. But life maxing in terms of like you said, gamifying it, like pick something and try and level up in it, right?
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And level up in other areas of your life.
And I think as well, like you said, it's not always going to be at one time that you can level up a bunch of things. And the more you level up, like in a real video game, the harder it is to hit that next level, isn't it? Final boss battle.
Final boss.
Yeah.
Final boss. I beat the final boss.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to go from level 9 to level 10 the same way you go from level 99 to 100. It's going to take a lot
mate.
longer.
Like you can get from level 1 to level 2 easy.
Yeah.
But getting from level 99 to 100,
It,
gonna
that,
take you
that might
years.
that might take the same amount of time that it took you to get from level 1 to level 50.
100%.
It's all about, just keep acquiring skills and
Yeah.
do the things you're passionate about.
If you're feeling like shit,
Really what you're saying is enjoy life maxing, but also keep yourself valuable.
yeah.
Because if all you do is enjoy life, you'll get to, let's say, 30, 40, 50. You have no skills, nothing to show for it.
I
'cause
do
all
think
you've
you
done
should
is enjoy it.
enjoy it all.
Of course, you've got to pick things that maybe you don't at first enjoy, but it's something that you acquire and then you start enjoying it, or you enjoy the result of it, right?
The man who likes to walk. Will
Exactly.
Walk further.
But then,
That's what I'm saying. He enjoys walking.
yeah. But he
That's what
might
I'm-
not have always liked it. But he got started, learnt that skill, and went, I actually really like this.
Yeah, never give up on something until you're good.
Mm.
Until you're good at it.
Or if you decide but again, shiny object syndrome, right? You're saying you should, if you start something that you're passionate about, you think, I'll give it up. You should probably keep going, right?
No. You should never give up on something until you're good at it. If you're good at it, you'll probably be like, I don't want to give up.
Yeah.
Because you always want to give up when you're not good at it.
Or if you're really good at it, I think you'll have the clarity to go, is this something that I want to do? Because now I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
Or do I actually not want to do it? And I've got this skill now, but I've learned everything I can about it, and I don't really want to do it. I think that's a very good perspective. That's a good perspective. But you got to be constantly thinking of things that can not only bring you enjoyment, but provide value so that you can accumulate different ways and resources so that you can do more of what you want to do in life.
Yeah. And don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold yourself to a certain standard. Don't have no standards for yourself. You've got to allow some leeway. You've got to hold yourself to a certain standard and don't drop below that standard.
If you're doing no fap
Mm,
and you have a wank,
mm.
you don't just give up.
Then you failed. Yeah.
But you don't give up. You get back on the horse
Mm.
and you keep going.
Oh, but that's not going easy on yourself. That is holding yourself to a high standard, which is good.
That is though, but don't be angry or don't put yourself down for slipping up.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's hold yourself to a high standard, but don't be too hard on yourself when you
100%.
fail. I like it. Do you have another point to raise?
Yeah, so just if you're feeling like shit, you know, turn off the electronics, get outside,
I think this is just further on life maxing, isn't it?
and just write and feel everything that comes to you.
100%.
So the only way to get through something, fucking in it.
It's in the phrase. It's to literally go through it.
Get through it.
Yeah.
You can't go around it.
You can't jump over it. You can't put it behind you.
You can't swim. Well, you might.
Well, you might be able to swim through it. You can't swim over it.
You can't swim over it.
You got to feel what you're feeling, accept it, work through it, and get through
Because
it.
it will come out in some way, shape, or form. You know, eventually.
So harness it in the best way possible, right?
Yeah, use that negative power.
Yeah.
And fucking go to the gym
And work
and pay your dues.
absolutely, and work through it in a way that you can harness that energy, right?
Yeah.
Don't avoid it. Because if you avoid it, there's going to be always something in there, something at the back of the mind, something deep down maybe,
You know, it might come up in new relationships. You know,
or in a bad way,
how you cope. with
career. Agreed. Well, I reckon it's beautiful out here, but I reckon we do have to wrap it up because it's hot.
something. Wrap it up.
It's definitely hot. A little bit more of a in-depth, serious bit of advice, both gym and life, on this one today.
I think we're getting pretty locked in. So
I think the people need it. I think it's good. Well, we got to break it up from time to time.
we got to lock in.
Like
as
you
well.
said, keep them on their toes. Not
Yeah,
everything's
yeah.
a laugh or whole page. So there we go.
Keeping it serious.
Prophecy.
Wait, prophet. Have you got?
I'm the prophet now.
Have you
Well-
got a prophecy for today?
I think I will say it's not mine. It is Sir Alex Hormozy. So he's been knighted. Being exceptional means that you are that thing, which is it means that you are the exception. So sometimes you don't feel like you fit in, or you don't want to do what everyone else is doing, and that feels foreign or alien to you. Just know that maybe you're trying to be exceptional, and so you're going to feel like the exception, and be okay with that. Thanks for watching. Another page.
See you soon.
Another page, another week.